Jimita Toraskar. Jimita kommer fra Bombay i India og beskriver seg selv som en nerdete forsker. Fokuset hennes er på brystkreft, der hun forsker på hvorfor et spesielt protein finnes i kreftvev, men ikke i friskt vev i brystet. Hun er også poet og kunstmaler, og elsker å reise verden rundt. Ta godt imot Jimita Toraskar.
Do you like my t-shirt? Breast. They can make you imagine so many things. Feeding babies, sexy women, and really, really happy men. Breasts are pretty important to all of us. Ikke sant? But we all hate it when a nasty disease like cancer destroys the beauty of the same breast. No woman on this entire planet will ever like to be told that she has breast cancer. We are so scared that if I tell you I have breast cancer, your instant reaction will be, "Oh dear, is she going to die soon?" But let's make it clear, breast cancer in itself is not deadly. Our main problem is breast cancer spreading to different organs. So how can we stop the unstoppable breast cancer? Our body is made up of 4 trillion tiny cells. And for many years, we believed that cancer starts with one stupid cell in your body that randomly multiplies and soon starts to spread. But spreading of cancer is not so simple. Before the cancer cells leave the boundary of the breast, they need to communicate with different organs and prepare them for cancer. This is a very new topic in cancer research, so we are working together with researchers in US and Australia. Imagine your body as a house, and different organs have their own room in the house. Let's say a group of cancer cells decide to party in the breast room. And then, as the party grows bigger, the cancer cells will think, "Hey, it's getting too crowded in this room. Should we spread to the lungs?" To prepare the lung room, cancer cells releases tiny bubbles. These bubbles travel in your body to reach the lungs. These little bubbles are so powerful and they are completely packed with bad proteins. These bad proteins can influence your lungs in a bad way for survival of breast cancer. So what kind of bad proteins are actually packed inside these bubbles? Few months ago, we got some samples from breast cancer. First, we cut all the samples into thin slices, and then we looked at each one of them under the microscope. We were surprised to see that unlike a healthy normal breast, which looks like this, cancer cells in the breast had a lot of brown spots. These brown spots are a bad protein called nephronectin. Nephronectin is made by cancer cells themselves for their own survival. Please remember, breast cancer in itself is not deadly. We have found that cancer cells in the breast releases tiny bubbles packed with nephronectin to influence the lungs for their own survival. So wouldn't it be wonderful if we can stop nephronectin from influencing the lungs? Maybe then we can finally stop spreading of breast cancer. The good news is we already have a solution. Would you like to see how we can stop nephronectin and retain our amazing breast? I promise you, we are moving forward in a positive spirit. Tack for mig.
Okay, the audience will take out their phones once more and give their vote to this presentation. Now, Dimitar, you have put me in a conundrum. I am a gentleman, you see, and it's very hard for me not to ask you about your shirt and your research subject. And but what's it like coming from India and moving to Norway?
Oh. With regard to my T-shirt?
No, just in general.
Just in general, Norway is of course beautiful, but India is home. Can't deny that.
What would you throw the dice on? Weather like?
Weather like? Oh, India's pretty hot and Norway is very, very freezing.
Okay. We're ready to hear from the judges, and I would like to start now with you, Marit Moum Aune, because there are some dramatic elements in this presentation.
It's amazing. Thank you. I never thought I should laugh so much during a speech about cancer. But it's positive, and that's what science is about, isn't it? That there are possibilities. And I love your T-shirt. Could I have one, please?
Yes, sure.
It's very important that we do what you do, and it's important that all your knowledge is behind it. So it's very difficult, because this really started well, this Grand Prix, didn't it? Everything is so nice, and including the bubbles, and I'm really looking forward to see what you do in the next round.
Thank you.
And that was the presentation technique. What do you say, Ed Anders, about the science of this?
Well, I've noted that you've given a very good justification for your work, but you haven't told us very much. We've seen you look in the microscope, but you haven't. There must be a lot of technique here. How do you find this protein? How do you know that it's going to the lung and not to the brain or anywhere else? So I think I found it a little bit short on how you do the science, but you've told us how important it is very nicely.
A short comment from the media.
Yeah, you called yourself nerdy. To me, that is a very positive word. Breast cancer is a major health issue. You gave a very clear presentation. I want to see more. Okay, and your points, please. 5, 6, and 4. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.